It worked really well, didn't it? Sorry, everyone that's just joined us in our excitement. I just discovered a new thing I can do that makes the videos play automatically, and it really amused me. But hello, Owen. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you, James. How are you?
I'm good. Yes.
We missed last week, didn't we? We were very busy.
Yes, I'm sorry. We missed last week because I helped facilitate the Northampton Youth Summit with NAYC, and because we used StreamYard for it. And to be honest, I was knackered.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was done. I was absolutely done after that.
Can I ask, was it about like different types of workshops, right?
It was, yes. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it, but I know a certain friend of mine that did.
Oh, who was that?
It's one of my brother's friends who goes to NSB, sixth form. Yeah. And he just dropped me a text during the day saying, hey, I just saw you on one of the Free2talk TV things and you were in it. I was like, yeah, I co-host it.
Yeah. That's because you were in one of the videos, you see. So,
I wonder why I didn't think that in the first place.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? I mean, because I snuck you in, because we had all these videos from all the different organisations from Northamptonshire. So I basically made a video which had us in it. Because we're talking about Free2talk TV, but all the other online stuff we do. So I could show it, but I'll probably keep that till the end because it is available on YouTube.
A bit later.
On the Facebook.
Keep that to later.
Bit later.
Yeah, I did see it on YouTube just before. I did see it on YouTube. It's about 4 hours long, to be honest.
Oh no, not the whole thing, just the snippet of the video.
Oh no!
No, I'm not showing the whole thing.
See if you can find
it. The whole thing. That's all. Right. Anyway, if you are joining us, please say hello. Put a like, put a comment on Facebook or YouTube, and I can answer it in real time. We're still trying to find our feet with this new time of between 4 and 5. I'm trying to hit an area on a Friday where people will actually watch, and it just is a nice ending to the week, really, or they can watch it back. So I don't know how you feel about that, Owen. Yeah,
I think you've done it quite well. I think you've done it quite well with the timings because no one's going to after school clubs because of what's going on. So I think you've timed this quite well.
And it's Friday.
Oh yeah, you can't beat a good Friday, to be honest.
Yeah, so welcome to Free2talk TV. This is where we talk about all the news of the week, stuff that affects us and we're young people in around Northampton, as well as possible national news. So, I mean, you had the first piece of news. You wanted to talk about first, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a little bit of news, but tell me, what kind of social medias do you personally have yourself, James?
So generally, I use Facebook and YouTube and Reddit.
So no Snapchat. No Snapchat or anything like that?
No Snapchat, unfortunately. Why? Why do you say that?
Because let me just say, I personally like Instagram and Snapchat. Yeah. I don't usually use Facebook often, but now and again I'd pop on and just see what's there. But I don't have Twitter either. But let me just say, I've been addicted to going onto one particular person's Twitter account. James, do you mind telling us 2 of your favourite people, please?
When you say that, you mean my least favorite people. So I'm gonna say,
well, obviously.
Well, they both look alike. They could be brothers from another mother, really.
They could be just twins that have been separated.
Yes, but not in the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito way.
That's a shame.
Classic film. Donald Trump and Boris Johnson.
Hey, yes. So I've been very addicted to one of their Twitter accounts, and it's the big orange Satsuma from America.
Obviously. So what's been going? Has something important happened, Owen, that we've missed?
Oh yes. Annoyingly, since we weren't here last week, so I couldn't write it. So it's all right. Well, anyway, in my opinion, congratulations to the President-elect Biden.
President-elect Biden. So Biden won.
Yeah.
Eventually, and I think what we've got to point out is just how much of a baby Donald Trump is, don't we?
Oh yeah, here we go.
I mean, he's tried everything in his power to delegitimize one of the biggest election processes in the world. And I'm like, everything he says when he was already on Twitter, even before they finished counting, it's a hoax. They're cheating, and throwing his toys out the pram.
Oh yeah.
And
one of his most famous, one of the things I'd like to see is like he retweeted exactly the same thing. I won the election.
Yeah, when you didn't, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I might have said this, or I might have said it on a different thing. So what Trump was doing and saying I won the election was basically like me and you having a race, Owen.
Yeah.
We're having a race. We're doing the 100 meters, right?
Okay.
You've probably got an advantage on me anyway because I'm a bit older, and I can't do the 100 meters as fast as I used to. And it's a bit like ready, steady, go. You zoom off into the distance, and I stand there with my hands on my hips and go, "I've won." I think you find I've won the race.
You clearly didn't.
Yeah, no, he's cheating. Owen's cheated. He's run off when they said go, and he's cheating.
What? How am I cheating when I'm actually doing the work?
Well, that's what the American election process is like.
And also, when it comes to counting up those ballots, it's ballots that they use, isn't it?
Yes, ballots.
When it comes to those ballots, don't you think that anyone that's been charged to do that has to go through a process of being trusted, or go through an exam to be trusted to do that?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing that Trump was pointing out, and a load of his supporters was they were trying to delegitimize the election process by saying that mail-in ballots can be fraudulently done, and that it was all because there were certain people saying that they know of someone else that is in that situation of counting ballots and has said it's fraudulent. It's always like, I know someone, I heard from someone, my cousin's dog's friend said, all that kind of stuff. And there's no evidence. It's like everything to do with Trump. There's no evidence. There's he was crying fake news all the time. There's just no evidence what you're talking about. You're just nuts. You're a crazy blancmange.
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah.
Yeah. But if anyone's watching, I mean, there's a few watchers coming up and down. So please give us a like. Please give us a comment. Please let us know. In a single sentence, let us know what you think has happened, or what you think of the American election. I know people are sick to death of it, but.
Yeah,
Trump is still in power at this moment in time.
He is still in power, but coming to the end of November, he's only got about 1 month left.
I think because what it brings to mind is right now. Obviously, this is a kind of a broad anecdote for what Trump could possibly do, but so obviously lots of people know that I used to work in the pub trade. Yeah, that's gone without saying.
Yeah,
yeah. I know. I say it all the time, but
yes,
I do know a few friends of mine. Right, when the business closed, right, what they did was people ripped apart the inside of the building to take away souvenirs of the pub that closed, right? And it looked like a bomb site afterwards. Just like there was people ripped stuff off the walls, lighting fittings that were screwed in massively proper screwed. They ripped them off the walls, and I just wonder if that's what Trump is going to do
in the White House.
Yeah,
he's just going to tear up the the office. He's going to take off. Is it like an eagle carpet? Is he just going to rip off the eagle?
He's going to rip it off, take it with him. No, it's mine. It's my ball. I'm going home. He's
going to take the desk with him.
Yeah. From the Oval Office, there'll be a video of him and his wife. His wife's at the bottom, obviously, because he didn't do anything. But and she's holding table from the Oval Office, as he's trying to throw it out the window. And he's like, "No, fake news! You can't see anything here."
That's something he could do. I've something.
I've now got that mental image in my head. There
was a video you showed us a lot.
Oh, you just broke it up there.
Yeah, you got a video that you showed on Free2talk a while ago of a nice interview of Donald Trump talking to himself.
Yes, that was that was quite fun.
That's basically the situation right now.
There is a video. I'm just going to try and find it actually. Let me just have a quick look. But there's a video that someone did of him being thrown out of the office.
Okay.
It's obviously a lookalike. Yeah, it's a lookalike, but it is quite funny. Thrown out of the office. Let's have a look at that. I'll have a look for that quickly. If I can't find it, I'll just skip.
While you're trying to find that, have you ever just had a moment where your face just feels really tight after a while?
Yeah.
I've got that right now for some reason.
Quite. I do it quite a lot as well because I talk and smile too much.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just a smiley face.
You're just your face. It just tenses up, and you just need to just go like, I just need to give it a big old rub. Yeah, it's. I just literally just got a little seize just in my right cheek, and it was just like, it was just really weird. I just thought, do you get those sort of things randomly?
Yeah, I do. I do get twinges in my face, and like, it's just smile marks. When I'm like really proper old, a lot older than I am now. I'm gonna have these massive smile lines. Like,
you're gonna have like a full on Joker from 1989. Just like full on. Just like full on smiles like this. Just these little lines.
Why are you so serious? Right, I can't find that video, so we'll move on. Anyway, so right, so another big like national news is coronavirus vaccine. Have you seen what's been coming out? So Pfizer's is the main one. They're like one of the largest, or if not the largest, kind of pharmaceutical company in Europe. They used to have a massive factory and area near where I'm originally from, actually. So they've reported that they've got a. Oh, sorry, we've had a little comment, obviously, from what I was saying. So Anna King, normally anxiety, just keep smiling, keep up the great work supporting young people. Thank you, Anna. We try.
Thank you.
It's just so we've got the vaccine, which is still under testing, I should add. Yes. Saying it's got a 95% success rate, especially in supporting over 60s, I think it was, over 50s. So we're in the early stages, Owen. So I'm going to ask you a very, very deep and complicated question about that vaccine.
Okay, it was inevitable, but okay.
It was inevitable because we've been invited to do that thing next week, which I'll talk about afterwards. But so do you think when this vaccine is developed and considered safe, do you think it should be optional whether you take it or not?
Yeah. It's like the vaccinations you have when you're like a child and everything like that. Yeah. Like, obviously, in my personal opinion, anyone, if you choose not to have it, that is your choice.
Okay.
Because there's the constant debates that there's side effects to vaccinations and different diseases that you have and the injections you have when you're younger, and when you go through primary and secondary schools, you get the top ups of the last little bits because you need to be a bit more mature for them. Obviously, I think because this is like the closest thing to like the measles pandemic. Remember, obviously, I wasn't alive when that was going on, but I can certainly remember having the vaccine for it, and I would say that was not as significant as the virus we've got right now, but I think it would be classified as one of the vaccines that you'd probably have when you're first born.
Yeah.
So, if you think of that status, where people have the choice to have the vaccine or not, despite it, I think anyone can say, no, I don't want it. I survived this long without it.
Yeah.
That's fine. But obviously, as a forwarding thing, it's going to be a virus that's always going to be there now. So having the vaccine to protect ourselves would be more adequate.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, when was the last time you had a flu jab?
Okay, the last time I had mine, I think it was year 10, or I think it was year 10 or year 11, or as I would say in my school, form 4 or form 5.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which year, to be perfectly honest. I think it might have been year 11. I think it might have been because yeah.
Okay, so I mean, for those that don't know much about the flu vaccine or jab, so it's like a top up how it usually works. Now, I had mine last month actually. Now the reason why I had mine is because my partner is undergoing some very intense medical treatment that if coronavirus or flu or anything else comes into it could really harm her health. So I had that. She's had it. Now you can get the flu vaccine either through your GP or what I did last year, because we were kind of caring for her elderly parents as well, was you can go to Boots or wherever, Superdrug, and you can just pay for it. And it usually costs the same as a prescription amount. So it's like, what is it, £11 now or something? So you can do that.
Okay.
But that is optional. Not everyone has to do it. So do you think that would work for a coronavirus vaccine? So so you mentioned measles, for example. So a lot of those big.
Okay.
Sorry, a lot of those big kind of things that we need to get could kill us all. Like measles and stuff. You have them as standard, but coronavirus, can you treat that like the flu? What do you reckon?
Okay. The flu is slightly more of a physical thing. The coronavirus is something a bit more eternal. Obviously, the side effects of coronavirus are one, of course, coughing, and which is a physical. But the flu would be like full on. I think throwing up, spewing. Obviously,
it can affect you that way. Yeah,
it can affect you. The coronavirus doesn't exactly do that, from my knowledge. So I would say it's if I had to compare the two together, for instance, flu is more physical. If I get my hand on the screen, flu is more physical, and then you've got the coronavirus as eternal.
Yeah.
So they're both different things. I think you could possibly treat them in the same way. Like, I think because of how big of a threat they have become, not just for anyone over the age of 50, but at a risk as well for people under that, maybe even people under the age of 30.
Yeah.
I think it should be on the list, like the flu, for instance. But obviously, if you're thinking of having a top-up, like, as you explained, from going to Boots and everything, I think it should be there for the same sort of thing as an option, as an extra bonus, if it comes to the circumstances, you need to, and everything.
Yeah. I mean, because it does come in with everyone still. I mean, I've got people I know, and the easiest way of explaining what they're like is they are anti-vaxxers.
Oh, all right.
Like full-on anti-vaxxers, and a couple of them still follow through with science that has been disproven, should we say? Drives me mad. But also, they're the ones that are always at the forefront of. I found posting stuff like lockdowns don't work, herd immunity should be at the forefront, blah blah blah. But they don't seem to get that the whole idea of having a vaccination is everyone has it, so that's herd immunity. I've given up trying to explain it to them. But as part of all this, these anti-vaxxers, a new thing that a lot of them have said, which has been evidenced to help, which I will reiterate here, is vitamin D. Now, you can get vitamin D by getting some sunshine. Or where you like me, who's been a geek for so many years, kind of crawl over my computer in the dark and just play computer games.
So you're a troll then?
I'm a troll. Yeah, I'm a troll.
An internet troll.
No, I'm not. I'm really nice. People get weirded out with me on the internet because I say pleasant things.
The nice guy of the internet.
I am. Like when people post something, I really respect your opinion. Well done. I don't agree with it, but you know.
I don't agree with it, but I'm just going to say,
yeah,
I have a slightly other opinion.
Yeah, actually, I get in loads of arguments.
Naughty.
But you can take vitamins for vitamin D, and it has been shown that it helps actually combat coronavirus. It doesn't make you immune or anything, but it helps your immune system generally, because that's what getting sunshine does. So eating fruit, vegetables, all the standard stuff, anything that makes you fairly healthy or generally healthier, then carry on with it. So, Owen, no more McDonald's.
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't say I've had many McDonald's this year, to be perfectly honest.
Neither have I. I think the last thing I had at McDonald's was a hot chocolate.
I think the last time I had a McDonald's, a Mackey's, was probably... I think it was when I went to get the paint to paint. I can't paint that wall, which was probably in June.
Oh well, so ages ago.
Maybe. I think I don't know, because at the very beginning of this year, I did say to myself, "How long can I go without having to get a Mackey's?" And I'd survived about 8 months and 2 days.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's just mad.
No, to be perfectly honest, I just wasn't keen to go for it. Obviously, I went to Mackey's with my mates, but I said I'm just gonna I wouldn't say I was gonna go against it. I would still eat Mackey's if I want to, but
yeah,
I just chose not to.
No more Mackey's.
That's what I'm gonna do for 2021. My God, one of my goals for 2021 is to see if I can beat my record of 8 months and 2 days of no McDonald's all year. I want to see if I can get all the way through.
Well, I'm almost there.
Oh, you are.
Oh, well done. We've got a comment. I haven't had Mackey's in like a year and a half.
Hey.
So, I mean, that's good. That is really good. If
that
you haven't had a McDonald's in that long, that is really good. That is excellent. But I mean, I never usually eat at McDonald's anyway. I just pop in and get a hot chocolate. When we used to meet with you, you know, I'd ask if you wanted something, you say no, and yeah. Pog. What's Pog? What's that?
I'm not exactly sure what Pog is, but it's just like another slang way of saying, okay.
Okay, excellent. Right.
I think that's what I've gone. That's what I've interpreted
it. Right, but the last thing I want to say about the coronavirus, because I don't want to beat around the bush with it.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
Is one of the news. Part of the news I saw yesterday was Co-op have reported that 1 in 4 of their workers have been assaulted physically or verbally by a customer during the lockdown.
Oh.
So that's 25% of staff at the Co-op have been assaulted verbally or physically. And on the news last night was, because it's kind of local to Northampton, was the Co-op that they featured on one of these videos was in Northampton. And the guy was basically trying to physically take the mask off someone that worked there. How do we feel about that?
Kind of. The word I would like to use, I cannot say on the air, but I can happily say I'm verbally unhappy.
Yeah,
I'm very unhappy with that.
I don't. I mean, one of the other videos was the woman when she was asked to go round the one-way system, like the correct way. She then proceeded to pull all the bottles off the shelves and smash them all on the floor and stuff. And I mean, these two people were charged, but I'm like,
oh yeah,
I know people are upset with the lockdown. I know it's driving people mad, but alongside like nurses, police, emergency services, I mean, the few places that have continued to be open are the supermarkets, and these people are going to work and trying their hardest with great difficulty. And I mean, I'm in a position where I can actually work from home, which is great, but it's just, I just don't see the point. And I think, do you know what? There's a nice way of putting it. Thank you. Thank you. Anti-maskers are small brain.
Yes.
Amazing. And it's true. It's true. I mean, there's going back to the anti-vaxxers and stuff, but they're very anti-mask as well. And they see it as an infringement of their rights. Whilst me and my partner have been out for a walk in a busy area, we've worn our masks out before we get to the park.
Oh yeah.
We got some verbal abuse by this guy. But I'm like, what does it matter to you? We're not having any effect on you, are we? We're just wearing a mask, and you decide to verbally abuse us as we're walking to the park. I'm like, okay.
What is the satisfaction of telling someone about doing something that they think is right?
It's a kind of mentality. I think to be honest, it's a bit of our social media mentality. It's trolling. That's what it is. It's like, I don't agree with that. I'm going to shout at you. That's kind of all it is. It's
just for that. I'm putting my mask on.
my mask is out there somewhere. But the kind of abuse. All I want to say to people, if anyone's watching, young people and old, is people in the supermarkets. They're just doing their jobs. Just be thoughtful.
Just understand. You're going into a place that has food. You could be asked to leave, and you won't get any food at all.
Yeah. Yeah,
just
you can.
Think that.
I mean, the thing is, these people think it's their right to go into these supermarkets, but it's not. It's not your right because those are actually private institutions and private businesses. They can ask you to leave and ban you to their heart's content.
Exactly.
Because people seem to think that the whole barring or banning idea just is only applicable to pubs. Because I mean, I haven't barred that many people in my time, but it's always fun to do. But it's any business. If this business do not want to work with you, they don't have to.
No, exactly. They don't want you as a customer. Go to a different shop.
I mean, I should add, you can't discriminate.
Oh no.
Against them for age, sex, gender, anything like that.
Oh yeah.
Nationality. You can't discriminate them because of that. But you can go, well, I don't want you smashing up my shop. Please leave. You're not obeying our rules to keep other people safe. Please leave. Or what I once banned someone for was punching me in the face. Please leave.
Why would anyone want to punch you?
Do you know what? They were very drunk.
That makes sense.
And the worst thing about it was it wasn't even a good punch. They just knocked my glasses off.
What like?
It was because it was one of those, because they were drunk and it was slow and ineffective. I pretty much dodged it, but it was like it was like that. So yeah. But that's enough of coronavirus.
Let's move on, shall we?
To move on from that, to bring up this was all caught on CCTV, right? In the co-op, local, and the one it happened in was the one in Semi-Long. I think there's a few of our young people that do live around that area. But there are lots of co-ops in areas we work, so I just will ask, be nice. But apparently, there are 17,000 CCTV cameras in Northampton, not Northamptonshire, Northampton.
Jeez.
So that means there's one camera for every 13 people in the town.
Wow. And there's 13 cameras for one person. That is quite a lot.
So the cost of the technology is apparently gone down to like £200 per surveillance camera system. So I don't know how many cameras that is. So the price has come down so much that people are just buying it. But I mean, I should add, that sounds like a lot, yeah. But I know for a fact that not all of them are on.
That I can agree on. I can agree on.
I mean, right. So if all 17,000 cameras were on, would you feel safer in the town? What do you reckon?
Yes, I personally think I would be safer, because then it's the conversation of you're constantly being watched. But in that case, as long as I'm not being watched through this, that because that's private and I'm in my private residence with this. If I'm out and about in public, that's different.
Right.
Because
okay.
that's
so who's your phone with, Owen?
My phone?
Yeah. Well, who's the provider?
EE.
Oh, so you've given EE details though.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Okay. What apps have you got on there? You got Facebook on there?
Nope.
You got WhatsApp though, haven't you?
Yes.
That means Facebook have got your details.
Well, then again, I have got a Facebook account, okay, but I just don't use it.
Oh dear. Hi, Richard.
Hey,
Say
Richard.
hello just while we're laughing at each other. So you got Instagram, you got Snapchat, yeah?
Yes.
Big brother's watching you. Right, go back to it. So if all those cameras were on, you would feel safer.
Out in public, yes.
Yeah. I mean, do you know what? I'm not that bothered.
If I find out there's a camera literally looking through my window right now, you can't see, but I'm doing a nice little hand gesture.
Yes.
But it's off camera.
I mean, I think the surveillance cameras can make society safer anyway. That's generally how I feel. I mean, I've been, I've helped the police with CCTV in the past. Well, not directly giving them stuff, but they came to ask if our CCTV covered a certain area of the street, for example, from a business I was working at. But it's there to help the police with their inquiries or if someone's assaulted and stuff. And also, this is years and years ago, but I got attacked, and this is before CCTV was prevalent. And I was attacked and beaten up. But luckily, it was witnessed by some other people. But if they hadn't witnessed it, and the people that beat me up weren't still about, nothing would have happened.
They'll probably be still around.
They're still around, but with CCTV cameras, it helps. So being in a control room is so weird. The amount of cameras in town is mad. Yeah, that is mad.
It is crazy.
The control room, I think, is still in the town centre. I think I can't quite remember where. I don't know if it's been moved, but
maybe it's a good idea that we don't know where.
Yes, or is it here? Am I part of Big Brother watching everybody? Right, so just back briefly to coronavirus. So other local news is apparently there's mass rapid testing of university students without symptoms that are going to begin in Northampton. So if that rapid testing can test with people without symptoms, but it can still bring back positive results, so they could be, have it but feel no ill effects. Do you think that's good?
I think so. I think that's quite good because at least then they could have a test, at least knowing. And obviously they're in their dorms or in their private residence. Then they can just practically just stay there.
Yeah.
Obviously it's an inconvenience if you've got a practical subject, like for instance, I do acting. If I get one if I have a test and comes back positive, I'm stuck here and I can't exactly do my performances with my other peers. If I'm obviously right now that's different because it's only one-to-one stuff. But if I was working with other people, it's a complete. I can't English today. It's it's just a group thing and it's annoying. But if you're doing like a course and it's mainly paperwork stuff, then you can practically just sit at home, do the paperwork. Yeah. And I think most courses do like online lessons every week at least once. So you can still check in with the teachers. You can still email them. So obviously if you are, go on, James.
The difficulty with them doing this, I think it's great, but it's also because the government have said that all university students must go home between the 3rd and 9th of December. That's it. If you don't go home, you have to stay over Christmas. That's it. I'm like, oh, that's a bit mean, isn't it?
It's a bit of a short time frame, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I understand they want to get it all done in a week's time, but I mean, there are a lot of students that need to use public transport, trains, buses to kind of get on their way. I'm kind of torn about how safe that actually is.
Because you're going to get like a load of students getting on the motorway, driving, and trains all the way from wherever they've been studying all the way back to their hometown, and that's going to be manic in that week. Manic. But also, as well as that, like normal school, university timetables would say that it's not, you don't finish your course at the very beginning of December and have like 6 weeks off for Christmas. No, you have until, for instance, I'll go from when I get off for Christmas. I go off for 3 weeks from the 14th of December. That's mid-December. I think that's about 2 weeks into December itself before I'm finished my course. And then asking us to go home probably the first week of December.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a short period of time, especially with obviously the lockdown it's meant to end on the 2nd of December, with the possibility of being extended.
Yeah, I think that's going to be inevitable as well.
Yeah. Although the news today has reported that coronavirus cases have plateaued. They're that this apparently second lockdown has worked because it stopped the infection rate increasing. It's gone down.
Yeah. Now, see, that's something I didn't know. That was something I didn't know. Yeah. So I'm glad that's some good news about it.
Yeah.
This lockdown has worked.
Yeah. But it doesn't really change what Free2talk can really do. Still. I mean, obviously the lockdown, we were just getting out. A lot of my colleagues were just getting out, being able to see young people. So yeah, we're kind of inundated now with doing online stuff again. But talking about Free2talk and online stuff, we've got something planned, haven't we?
We certainly have. And
we certainly have.
Yeah, we certainly got something planned.
Right. So I did announce it through the Facebook Free2talk Gaming that we've got. Now we've got a few people that follow it and stuff. So firstly, myself, Owen, and Richard, who just said hello, and there are a couple of other young people interested in this. We played Among Us on Wednesday, and it was my first time playing.
Oh my god, you were absolutely terrified.
I was. I get really weirded out by games that involve someone else being the bad person.
It was funny.
So it was really funny. So I mean, if you haven't played Among Us yet, it's available on PC, tablet, app, and phone. So what we're going to be doing pretty much every Monday is I'm going to be doing an Among Us game for a couple of hours. So it'll be a private, basically server room. Hopefully we get enough people. We've got a Discord channel as well for Free2talk Gaming. So if you do want to join, the only thing about the Discord channel is you have to be 13 or older to go on Discord, or get parental permission. So if there are parents that go, "Oh, my lads or girl would love to play that, but want to talk as well," just send me a message and I can help you organise that. But the biggest news we've got is going to be happening on the 2nd of December.
The 2nd of December.
2nd of December. Oh, actually, so Rich said, I'm in. So I said, that is very pog, and it means good. And the true question is, what colour do you play? So I play as red, simply because it was the default colour, and it was the first time I played it. But I did give myself a halo, so that if I was the imposter, no one would suspect me.
Yeah, that doesn't work,
It didn't. Well, it didn't work the first time we played when we had that hacker in, did it?
Oh no, that was horrid.
Because I was like, I did a really sneaky kill, and then he was like, "It's Jerry." I'm like, "What? How does he know?"
Yeah. Okay. So a little bit of context of that situation. We were just playing. It was just a few games, about 3 or 4 games we were playing, and we had I think he was green or I think black. I'm not sure, but he said hacker on top, I think. Oh no, it said a different name. It said a different name.
Yeah.
But from his actions, you could all practically say, yeah, he's clearly hacking on the game.
Yeah.
We even discussed it in the 3rd game.
Yeah.
In the 4th game, we were like, okay, you know what? We're going to do some sneaky kills. Whoever's the imposter, do one sneaky kill with no one around. If the body is found, and he says who it is, then obviously they're hacking. But in that 4th game, we weren't even the imposter, and I saw him glitching from O2 in the map called Scaled right into admin, which is not exactly possible unless you are the imposter.
Yeah,
so he didn't go up through the vent.
No, yeah, so we banned him. So we have that control. Yep. So if you do want to play, so we've got Richard. He was black, I think he was, but you have said you play as blue. So there you go. There's an answer for you. So it's open for myself and Owen, hopefully playing. Richard will be playing, and any young people. Obviously, there is a limit of 10 players. So I mean, I'm not expecting us to get more, but if we do get a few more, I'll have to see how it goes. So if anyone is interested in that,
I play as yellow, by the way.
Play as yellow.
I play as yellow.
Yes, so I'll be. The event is live. I need to invite more people to it. Anyway, but Owen, if you know anyone that fancies playing, you can just put that in their direction. But the big news we've got, which is going live on the 2nd of December, is we have a Twitch channel. So,
oh yes,
it's technically live, and obviously you can see it there. Free2talk Gaming is currently offline. So I've been playing around with loads of stuff for it. Our launch game is going to be Star Wars Squadrons. So Owen has played that with me. I've been playing it for a little while. So what we're going to do for that is the launch game. Owen and I are going to play a few games. Might have another young person to play as well. So there'll be 3 of us. So the 3 of us will be on the stream for about 2 hours. We'll go through like what the game does. I'll give a brief introduction to what what kind of ships there are and stuff like that. I do have some Star Wars themed widgets for the Twitch stream. So
yes,
for people to follow or comment or whatever, things will pop up. But we will be giving away 3 digital copies of the game. Those digital copies will be available primarily on Xbox, but if someone desperately wants it on PlayStation or even PC, I can see what I can do about that. But we'll be giving away 3 copies through the stream, and they will all be based on Star Wars related questions posed by me, because I am a massive Star Wars nerd. Like huge Star Wars nerd. Now, but don't worry, the questions won't be difficult. It'll be questions about my opinions of Star Wars. So it'll be like, guess what my favorite Star Wars ship is? Who is my favorite Star Wars character? So stuff like that. But we're giving away 3 digital copies of that. That we'll be hopefully twitching every Wednesday. So we'll be doing a live stream. Now, with the live stream, you can just follow. We'll take suggestions of other games you want us to play together, or even if you guys want to come on and play those particular games with us. The only requirement of that Twitch is the games have to be age appropriate. So have to be 12 or older generally, just to make it safe. So Star Wars Squadrons is open to that age, so it's accessible to all. So unfortunately, I can't do any like Call of Duty or Warzone or anything like that. But any suggestions of co-op games or stuff like that, we can see if we can play.
Yeah.
So for example, Owen, I don't know if you've played Destiny.
No, I haven't. I've not played Destiny.
So Destiny 2, I think, is an age of 15 or 16. So I'm looking into that, but it is meant to be cross-platform.
Oh, brilliant!
But that's what I'm looking for: cross-platform games where I can stream it through my PC, but we can play with other people. And Chewbacca has your heart. Don't worry, there are some Chewbacca sound bites on the Twitch. So please like, share, follow us on Free2talk Gaming on the Facebook, on the YouTube, and on Twitch. Now, I will be plugging the masses out of this and sharing the hell out of it all of next week before the Twitch goes live. And all I need is just people to follow and watch on the day. That's all you need. Because there is also a sneaky thing which I'll be releasing. So if you have a Prime Amazon account, you can subscribe to a Twitch channel technically for free, but give them money. So because we are a charity, anyone that's got a Twitch Prime account, there's a minimum amount of people. This is why we have to do the Twitches and stuff. A minimum amount of people. That's how it works. So you can give us money for free. So I have to work out Twitch as well, because we have to do a certain hours of Twitch per week. But that will mean all I'll be doing is I'll be queuing this up to Twitch as well.
Yeah.
So we stream this through Twitch. I'm looking at also getting the radio broadcast through Twitch and stuff like that. But yeah, please let us know. That's our news. I mean, I'm quite excited about it, Owen. What about you?
I'm looking forward to it. I am rubbish at it, but I am looking forward to it.
Have you played it since we played last week?
I have.
Yeah. Have you got any better? Do you feel a bit better about it?
I feel a bit better about it, but I'm still rubbish.
You're still rubbish. What's been your favourite ship to fly in it?
I have to say it's just the classic X-wing. I just like the X-wings. The A-wings I've played a little bit in.
Rebel scum.
You blow up my starship, I will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Oh dear. Yeah, so yeah, but that's that's what we're doing. So I hope people can come and join us. I will be, as I said, plugging the masses out of this.
Yeah, you will.
Creating an event on Facebook and sharing that on everything.
On everything.
On everything.
There will be nothing that you'll forget.
No, definitely not. But yeah, that's where we're at. But that's our local news from Free to Talk, pretty much about what we're excited about. But we're going to end in how we normally do it. So we ask everyone to let us know something really good that's happened with them in the last week. So if anyone's watching, wants to do that, please put your comments up and I'll show them up. But Owen, what's good things happened to you this week?
Okay, the good thing for me is I've finally, after 2 weeks, my director has returned back to Northampton College, and I got to perform and just do some rehearsal with him. But the best thing about it was, on the Monday, which is the normal day that I'm supposed to go in, I'm in all day from 10 till 5.
Yeah.
It was just me.
Right.
Just me and the director.
Oh, excellent. So that was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all right, but there's 4 of us, so we've got me and there's 3 girls that join us.
Yeah.
All 3 didn't come. It was just me.
So
it was just me all on my own. However, I got a lot out of it. And there's still a few bits I need to do for Monday next week, but I would happily say that my director mentioned that he would be happy to put me in front of a paying audience with the stuff I've got right now.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, so
that's really good, mate. That's
and my show doesn't happen for another 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because my actual show is I think the week of beginning the 7th of December.
Oh, okay.
So that's 3 weeks, technically speaking, at the end of this one. So 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it because it's the first performance I've done since February when I did a modern adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, which is practically what is happening right now with pandemic.
Yeah.
Because the theme of Romeo and Juliet that we did was basically like in a dystopian future of where poverty's not been good, like rubbish bins and overflowing, and everyone's wearing masks. So it was a little bit of a foreshadow of what's actually happened.
Yeah. Okay.
So from February to now, I'm looking forward to performing.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Well, we got Takara said I got 30 out of 30 on my health and social course. That's excellent.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And also applied to college for a psychology course, mate. That's really good news. That's brilliant. Love to hear that.
That is brilliant.
Now, I've got 2 things. So I'm going to share it now. So
okay.
This is it in preparation for the Twitch stream, basically. And I've only just been playing around with it. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. So you can have the game screen, then you'll have my little face there, which would be nice. But
unfortunately, not my face, but okay.
Not your face.
But you can hear me.
You can hear you, but I've been messing around with like little widgets and stuff. So when you get followers and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
And it just makes me laugh. I could have so many stuff. So what we kind of think, I'm going to show this off a bit. So yeah, if I get a new follower.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Oh, Star Wars related. And maybe if an actual subscriber will get this one. Bit of Chewy. Gotta love a bit of Chewy.
Oh, Chewy.
But my second thing, my actually proper fauvorite thing this week was actually playing Among Us.
Oh yeah, okay. That was fun.
When, because I've got to point out anyone that's watching. So I'm a youth worker, and I was playing with 2 of our young people, and they lied to me. They lied. They both lied when they were the imposter. They refused to tell me the truth.
Well, if it means that we win the game and you still don't know, it means that we've been lying.
I can't believe you lied to me like that. That's outrageous behaviour.
It was fun,
I'm going to talk to a couple of the other workers, see if we can get them involved as well, because I think it'll be even funnier.
But when we were playing, don't get me wrong, I was pitiful for you. I could have killed you about 3 times in one game. I just didn't. I didn't because
sorry for me.
no, because I felt that this is your first game with all of us. We've probably played it. I thought I'd rather not just give you a little bit of a movement and then have you die and not do anything.
Yeah.
I thought I'd give you a nice little chance that I'm going to survive.
Yeah. But then I did eventually get my revenge.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Very much so.
Yeah, and
I have a bone to pick for you for that, though. I have a bone to pick about that.
You wait till the video comes out from the pre-record, because there's a wonderful moment, because I've got my webcam on for me during it, and it's when you're kind of going, "Oh no, I don't believe it's James at all," and I just look at the camera and go,
you need to mute yourself if you're going to do that, because we can hear you when you do that.
Yeah, because I'm not too sure how Among Us would work if we live stream it, because obviously people can cheat.
So with live streaming, if it's just you, which means they can't see what me or Richard are doing, they can only see what you're doing. So basically, they could say their opinions in the chat. Yeah. But it's your decision, and you're the one that's focusing on it.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I could do that, but yeah, we'll have to work that out, because that will also help with our Twitch views and stuff that we need.
Yes, Among Us is definitely a game we need to play it on Twitch and just play like a few games here and there. We need to. I think that's a good idea. Another game I think we should play is Minecraft.
Yes, I'm still researching that about setting up a Minecraft server, because that's been asked of me a few times. But I've got details of a guy that does online stuff as well, that I need to talk to. But yeah,
okay.
That's on the back burner. But anyway, so just before we finish off, I'm just going to say this to you, Owen.
Good job.
There you go.
Very well done.
I need to get a soundboard so I can do all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, you need to.
Right, but anyway, Owen, thank you ever so much for being on. We're going to say goodbye to everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.